As requested, how to cross-pick the intro and the outro to Sweet Sunny South. Not sure who came up with the original version of this. I pilfered it from Charlie, as you know, and that was years ago. Took me a while to get it down, and if I don't play it somewhat regularly, it takes me a while to get it back to playable conditions. So let me play it through a couple of times at up to speed at tempo, and then we'll break it down. So a couple of times playing it through at tempo. One more time in English. The first thing I would say is that more than other songs, typically, the pick matters. So being a gypsy jazz guy, you might like something like this rounded Golden Gate, which is kind of cool for that thuppy Django thing. Or maybe this thing stamped out of a Carr fender, which Raoul gave me, which is awesome, but has no give in it, right? So you need a point and you need some give. This is about a 1-0, and it does flex, but not so much. This is like a 125, awesome pick, but again, it doesn't give, right? So there's no flex. So you want to pick with some flex in it. And this guy has just sufficient flex, and it still gives me some medium tempo or thickness with it to get some tone with it. So that's what we're talking about here. If you don't use one of these, you're setting yourself up for some aggravations. With the right gauge pick, something with a little forgiveness in it, which is not my normal thing, but it's good for this. We're playing in the key of, in the key of D. I got the capo on the second fret, right? Not that it's here nor there, it's wherever you want to put it, but just for the sake of compression for the camera, this is a little easier to see. So I'm going to try to position this so you can see both the left and the right hands. The chords we're playing are very simple. C, F, C, and G. Disclaimer, this is not the way most bluegrass guys would approach this. There's a different style or protocol for playing cross-picking that this is not an example of. This is just how you play this particular tune in this particular way. Can't pull this apart here. Capo's in the second fret, right? Okay. Catch up. A couple of pickup notes, then pay attention to which way the pick is moving, up or down, into the string. Time through, concentrate on the right hand. Which direction is it going? It's going up, it's going down. To understanding what we're actually playing around. So cross-picking, it's around a melody line. So the melody line in this case, it's just an intro or an outro, but it's just this. Here's if we have a melody line, and we're going to cross pick in between those notes. Get a better picture of what the right hand is doing on the direction of the pick, the cross picking. A couple of pickup notes to start. Now we're off and running. Down, up, down. Down, up, down, up. It's the next note. Now so we're in that F form. Down, up, down, down, down. And again, that's down, up, down, 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 down. Am I making any sense? I would break this down, so I'd hit those pickup notes, then play this first part, next part, third part, and when you finally get it running smoothly, you slowly but steadily work it up to the speed that you want. And this speed is just fine to play most folk folk styles. Then you're in the strum mode. You don't want to cross pick the whole thing and drive everybody crazy. The tempo, you want to sort of earn your way to. The tempo, we sort of play it most of the time. Too much faster than that. You can play it faster than that. I've done it, but it's hard to tell the cross picking from the strumming. So that's about the max speed I think you really want. That's the guts of it. And I tell you, if you learn this, you will not struggle with a pick in the future, because you will be a pretty good pick handler. And it's a good riff to learn for that reason alone. The trick is try to get an even feel up as well as down, so that the up notes aren't quieter than the down notes, or vice versa. And when you get some flow, you'll be able to accent just a little bit of swing beat on those melody notes, and that will make all the difference too. Call me if you need me.